Hi guys! Welcome back! So for today's topic, kakabig muna tayo sa personal finance content and focus muna tayo sa trading and investing. Specifically, let's talk about the Filinvest REIT. So para dun sa mga nagbi-binge watch ng Filinvest REIT reviews and nakuha nyo na yung mga details ng IPO na to, tapos interested lang kayo sa personal thoughts ko and opinions about kung okay ba mag-invest dito or hindi, then ilalagay ko na lang yung timestamp dito para you can check out my personal thoughts and opinions nga and you can skip the rest of the video. So quick overview muna tayo ulit and refresh kung ano nga ba ang isang REIT or isang Real Estate Investment Trust. An REIT is a company that manages real estate assets or properties. Itong mga properties can be in the form of office spaces, retail spaces, or even commercial spaces. Interesting yung mga REITs kasi they are mandated and required by the government, by our government, to pay out at least 90% of their rental income in the form of dividends to their investors, to their shareholders. So balikan lang natin kung bakit nga ba dumadaan sa IPO process yung mga property management companies na ganito. So in this case, si Filinvest. So sa side ni Filinvest, ginagawa nila yung IPO to raise capital and expand their business. So generally speaking, meron two ways to use the capital raised from a REIT IPO. So for example, gagamitin ng mother company, which in this case, si Filinvest Land Incorporated, yung proceeds from the IPO to fund their other projects. Another example naman kung paano nila gagamitin yung mga proceeds from the IPO is pagbili or pag-purchase ng additional assets or properties na ipapasok nila dun sa REIT. So what this does is mas magiging attractive ngayon yung pangalan ng REIT sa mga investors because more properties means more income and more income means more dividends para sa mga investors na kagaya natin. Yung perfect example ng second case is si REIT. Successful yung IPO niya last year. Tapos after a few months lang, nagdagdag ulit sila ng properties under its wing. Pagkatapos noon, umakyat ulit ng about 20 to 25% yung price ni REIT. Tapos nag-stabilize na siya ulit. We can summarize that example by talking about the two ways on how you can earn in a real estate investment trust. The first way is through dividends and guaranteed yan kasi nga mandated siya by the government. Yung target ng mga REIT companies is about 4 to 6% annually. Ito yung ibibigay sa mga investors na kagaya natin. And from experience, nasa around 5 to 6% si REIT. Tapos si DDNPR naman is around that range din, 4 to 6%. The second way is through price appreciation kasi stock pa rin naman ng isang REIT and just like any other stock in the stock market, its price goes up and down based on supply and demand. Another way of thinking about REITs is kung gusto mong kumita using rental properties pero wala ka pang malaking capital kasi mataas yung barrier to entry para makabili ng condo, makabili ng apartment or bahay, tapos ipaparenta mo para meron kang monthly income, then baka mas okay yung REITs para sa'yo kasi mababa lang yung barrier to entry. Mura lang yung makabili ng isang REIT. Maraming advantages ang isang REIT over a physical property and i-share ko sa inyo yung tatlong advantages na nakikita ko. Pero kung may makita pa kayong ibang advantages ng REIT, then gawa kayo ng sarili nyong video kasi video ko to. So yung pinakaunang advantage ng isang REIT over physical properties is kung marami kang rental properties tapos kailangan mo siyang i-manage regularly, ang hirap i-structure ng araw mo na kailangan pumunta ako sa property A, tapos punta ako sa property B, property C. Ang hirap i-manage ng maraming properties kung marami kang naasikaso. Yung second advantage ng REIT over physical properties is, syempre kung rental ito, merong tenants yan. And kung yung mga tenants mo ay hindi madaling kausap or magulo sila sa bahay or dun sa apartment, sinisira nila yung gamit, hindi nagbabayad on time, then mas okay yung REIT in a sense na hindi mo kailangang isipin kung magbabayad ba this month yung tenant mo. And speaking of pagbabayad, ito yung third advantage ng isang REIT over a physical property. Instead na asikasuhin mo pa yung pagko-collect ng pera from your tenant every month or every quarter or kung ano man yung pinag-usapan nyo, yung dividends from REITs are automatic and hindi mo na siya kailangan isipin actively kasi automatic na siyang papasok sa investment account mo. So ayun guys, ito yung 3 advantages na nakikita ko from my perspective kung bakit mas attractive yung REIT over a physical property. And bago ko makalimutan, Filinvest REIT or FILRT will be the third REIT in the country following A-REIT, DDMPR, and according sa Philippine Stock Exchange President, meron pa daw 3 REITs in the pipeline, namely Robinsons Land, Mega World, and SMPH.
For this year, we're targeting 3 IPOs and hopefully 4 REIT listings.
And personally, pinakahihintay ko yung Mega World and excited akong basahin yung mga disclosures niya. This is not financial advice, pero papakita ko sa inyo kung bakit. Kasi guys, pag tumingin tayo sa labas ng bintana ko, tadaan! Okay, so yung offer period would be from July 19 to July 28. Tapos, the tentative listing date is, yun nga, not yet final, pero it would be the following Friday. And from my experience, yung AAA equities na broker ko, kinikredit na nila yung shares of any IPO before the stock market opens on that day. Ang total number of shares is 1,634,187,850 common shares with an over-allotment option of up to 168,418,785 common shares. The final offer price is 8.3 pesos per share. So that means kung kasama yung over-allotted shares, this IPO will be worth 14.9 billion pesos or 307 million US dollars. May requirement si Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC na to be able to list your company in the stock market, dapat at least 33% of that company would be offered to the public. Kung nahirapan kayong i-visualize yan, ipapakita ko sa inyo mamaya yung corporate structure ng Filinvest REIT. Another detail is that Filinvest REIT Corporation was formerly known as Cyberzone Properties Incorporated kasi nag-apply sila for change of their name last June 25, 2021 to prepare for this IPO. Okay, so before we talk about the properties or the real estate assets na ipapasok ng Filinvest dito sa REIT na ito, as promised, let's quickly talk about the structure of the company. So kung mapapansin nyo guys, Filinvest REIT is currently 100% owned by FLI or Filinvest Land Incorporated. And yes, this is the same FLI na listed sa stock market. Kung hindi magkaroon ng over-allotment or oversubscription during the IPO offer, mamimit pa rin naman ni Filinvest REIT yung SEC requirement kasi 33.4% would still be owned by the public tapos may iwan ay 66.6% mapupunta kay Filinvest Land. Pero on the other hand, kung sobrang taas ng demand for the REIT and magkaroon ng oversubscription and the over-allotted shares would be maxed out, papatak na 63.26% na lang ang matitira sa FLI, tapos 36.74% ang mapupunta sa public ownership. There would be 17 total properties in this REIT, including 16 buildings from Alabang and 1 building from Cebu. Yung magiging fund manager ng FILRT is called FREIT Fund Managers Incorporated. And nakatawa lang isipin na pag binasa mo yung FILRT, it sounds like FLIRT. Kasi diba, FILRT, 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 FLIRT. Bakit kaya hindi na lang ginawang FREIT din? Ewan ko, naisip ko lang. So yung mga properties included in the 17 real estate assets are Axis Tower 1, Filinvest 1, Filinvest 2, Filinvest 3, Vector 1, 2, 3, Plaza A, B, C, D, E, iHub 1, iHub 2, 5132 Building, Capital 1, and Cebu Tower 1. Yung tawag sa total floor area na pwede nilang iparenta or ipa-lease out sa mga tenants is called gross leasable area, and it has been the same for the past 4 years, which is 301,000 square meters. And kung i-compare naman natin yung occupancy rate nitong GLA, bumababa siya kasi nung 2018 umabot siya sa 91%, 2019 naging 98%, 2020 91% ulit. Pero for this year, as of March 31, 2021, bumaba lang siya sa 89.7%. Yung mga dahilan kung bakit bumaba yung occupancy rate ng mga buildings nila, like pag-alis ng Pogo last year or yung pandemic, pwede siguro natin pag-usapan next week, no? Next week na lang. Hindi, joke lang. So in terms of the tenant profiles, 99.3% of the total GLA is occupied by commercial office spaces and the remaining 0.7% is occupied by retail spaces. So taken directly from the disclosure, karamihan daw dito ay BPO companies and IT companies. Specifically for the BPO companies, they provide services in different industries such as healthcare, banking and finance, outsourcing services, call center services, knowledge process outsourcing, and IT industries. One of the more interesting points na nakita ko dun sa disclosure is how they emphasize that they are actively prioritizing the stability and resilience of the property's cash flows by minimizing the POGO tenants. Nasa under 3% lang daw yung POGO tenants nila. So kung concerned ka sa POGO scene dito sa Pilipinas and hindi ka masyadong fan, this information should be good news to you. So ito yung breakdown ng current GLA nila. BPO, 79.3%, traditional office, 7.3%, retail space, 0.6%, POGO space, 2.5%, and vacant space is 10.3%. Okay, so para kanino nga ba tong FILRT? Disclaimer muna ulit guys, please don't take my words as gospel. Please use my research to supplement your own research and hindi ko kayo pipilitin na bumili or magbenta ng kahit anong stock or kahit anong investment for that matter. Full disclosure din na I am a financial advisor for an insurance company, pero that does not mean na itong advice ko is applicable for each and every single one of you kasi magkakaiba yung strategies natin, magkakaiba yung risk tolerance and investment horizons. So please do your own research first. Okay, so with that out of the way, unahin natin yung pag-compare sa other property developers. So in terms of the market share of the top developers in Metro Manila, pumapasok si Filinvest Land at 5th place. Behind siya ng Ayala Land, Mega World, SMPH, and Robinsons Land. And kagaya ng nabanggit natin kanina, yung 2nd to 4th place ay may balak din ng REITs before the end of the year. Ayala Land has a significant footprint in Makati City, being the master planner and master developer of the Makati CBD. Si Mega World naman has a significant market share in Quezon City because of Eastwood City, etong katabi ko, and also Taguig City because of Uptown Bonifacio, McKinley Hill, and McKinley West. So si SM naman, bukod sa sandamakmak na SM malls in the whole country, meron siyang considerable market share in Pasay City solely because of the SM Mall of Asia complex. And finally, si Robinsons Land naman is a leading developer both in Mandaluyong City and Pasig City. So yung tanong natin ngayon is, should you invest in FILRT? Yung isang recommendation ko sa inyo is, kung tatanggalin natin yung capital appreciation part ng isang stock, satisfied ka ba sa 4 to 6% dividend rate? Ang main attractor or main pull kasi ng mga REITs is that it is an investment between assets that give you capital appreciation like stocks or assets that give you regular income like bonds or real estate. Ang ibig sabihin nito, nasa pagitan ng stocks and real estate yung mga REITs with a slight inclination sa real estate kasi kahit anong mangyari dun sa stock price, kahit bumaba siya, kahit tumaas, required pa rin yung company na magbayad ng dividends to its shareholders. This is my personal opinion, pero para sa akin, bonus na lang yung capital appreciation part ng isang REIT. It has the chance, pero I'm not counting on it. Ang magandang example dito is yung performance ng existing REITs natin, which are A-REIT and DDMPR or Double Dragon. So in terms of the dividend yield, pareho silang nasa 4 to 6% range. Pero kung titingnan natin yung price action ng dalawang REITs na to, si A-REIT ay umarangkada and nasa 30% na ata yung gain niya since its IPO, habang si DDMPR naman ay bumaba yung price, so sinusubukan niya pa rin makarecover since its IPO. So I guess yung gusto ko lang sabihin para mas madali kang makapag-decide is try mong tingnan yung isang REIT bilang isang stock na gusto mong i-trade na may bonus dividends, or try mo siyang i-treat as a passive income na may chance umakyat yung value. So yung first scenario, kung hindi ka naghahanap ng source of passive income or regular predictable income, then i-treat mo lang si FILRT as a stock that you can trade. Pero on the other hand, if you are just looking for a way to diversify your portfolio kasi marami ka ng stocks and the idea of creating another stream of income that gives you regular passive income every quarter is appealing to you, then i-treat mo lang itong REIT as a property minus lahat ng sakit ng ulo. So ayun guys, please share your thoughts about FILRT or FILRT in the comments, and if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing because I release a video every Sunday about personal finance, trading and investing, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!